So what is a data type? So data type is used to specify the which data stored in the column. So previously I told to you, for example, I am having employee table. So this employee table having three columns. For example, employee number is there, employee name is there, and date of joining is there. So if you want to specify the type of the data, employee number, employee name, date of joining, so must and should you need to specify the data types. For example, employee number. So employee number is which data type it is? Employee name. So what is the data type of employee name? And date of joining also. So what is the data type it is? If you want to specify the type of the column, so we have to use the data types here. Okay. So we have different types of data types available in SQL Server. So the first one is number data types. Number data types. In number data types, we have different types of data types available. So these number data types can store only, it can store only numeric values. Okay, no? Or number values. It can store only numbers. So that means whole numbers are decimal. So you are familiar with whole numbers and decimal values. Okay, na? No need to discuss these two things. And here number data types again classified into different types. So the first one is number data type. So the first data type is mean. So it is occupying 1 byte. Second one is small int. It is stored 2 bytes. Third one is int. It is occupying 4 bytes. Next one it is occupying. Next one is big int. It is occupying 8 bytes. And the next one money. So it is also occupying 8 bytes. And the next one decimal. So it can store up to 5 to 17 bytes. So next real. So it is occupying 4 bytes. So these all are number data types. These are number data types. Okay. First one is a tiny int. It is occupying 1 byte storage. Second one small int. It is occupying 2 bytes of storage. Third one int. It is occupying 4 bytes of storage. And the fourth one is big int. It is occupying 8 bytes of storage. After that money. It is occupying 8 bytes storage. And the decimal. It is occupying 5 to 7 bytes. And real. It is occupying 4 bytes. Okay, now here again, so these 4 data types can store, these data types can store whole numbers. And so this money data types can store currency data type like salary, profit, loss. We want to specify that data type. So we have to use money data type, currency data type, and remaining data types is decimal, real, numeric also is there. Okay. So this data types can store decimal values. This data types can store decimal values. Okay. So this is regarding about numeric data types or number data types. Understood? And go to the next one. So the next data type is string data type or character data types, whatever means. So here again string data types classified into two types. The first one is non-Unicode data types. Okay, non-Unicode data types, Unicode data types. First we will see the non-Unicode data types. So here the first data type is char. So it will store 8,000 characters. And the next varchar, it is storing same like 8,000 characters. And the next varchar of max. So it can store up to 2 TB. And the next text data type also available. So here it is storing up to 2 GB. So these are the non-Unicode data types. Okay, non-Unicode data types. And comes to Unicode data types. So here we have Unicode data types also available. So the first one is nchar, so which is stored 4,000 characters. Next varchar, it can also, sorry, n varchar, not varchar, n varchar. So it is also occupying 4,000 characters. So the next one is n text, so which is also to store the 2 GB data. So these are the Unicode data types here. So string data types are classified into two types. The first one is non-Unicode data types. Second one is the Unicode data types. So in non-Unicode data types, char, okay, varchar of max, text data types are available. Here in Unicode data types, nchar, varchar, ntext is available. So here, so sir, both are, you are asking, so both are same data types. So then what is the difference between non-Unicode and Unicode data types? Okay, na? So here we have two differences are there in between in between non-Unicode and Unicode data types. I will show you. Unicode and here Unicode. So the first difference is here each character occupying store 1 byte only. So this is the first difference. But here each character store 2 bytes. So this is the first difference. And comes to second difference. Comes to next difference. So it can support. It can support English language only. Okay, so it can support only English language, but it can support all languages. So these are the basic differences between non-Unicode and Unicode data type. Okay. So in non-Unicode data type, each character occupying only 1 byte, but in Unicode data type, each character occupying 2 bytes. So here it can support only one English language, but in Unicode data type, it can support all the languages like French, Japanese, English, whatever it is maybe. So these are the differences between Unicode and non-Unicode data type. Understood? So here we will see one more difference. Here we have two data types is there. So here you need to see two data types, char, varchar. So what is the use of char, varchar? So char and varchar both are used to store the alphanumeric data only. So string data types is used to store the alphanumeric data. It can be used to store the alphanumeric data. Okay, so it can store alphanumeric data. So that means it can store numbers, characters, special characters also it can store. So here then what is the difference between char and varchar? So here there is one difference is there. So char can store only static, it can store act as a static data type, but varchar act as a dynamic data type. Act as a dynamic data type. Okay, now, but in this, whenever we have to use char data type, so some space is wasted. But whenever we have to use the varchar data type, there is no waste of the space. So I will show you with the example. So here I am storing some data. Okay, now so here you store one string here. Here you store one string here like yes, show L server sc r v r. Okay, na? So this name is okay, na? Stored how many characters? This name is stored how many characters? 9 characters. Okay, na? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters. Okay, but this total storage is 13 characters. So 13 characters. But here some space is wasted here. Okay, na? So up to here space is wasted. Okay, so whenever we have to use char data type, so this space is wasted. So whenever we have to use this char varchar data type, here there is no waste. Okay, dynamically it will allocate the all the data. Okay, and the remaining space is leave it. Okay, dynamically take the only these characters. Okay, remaining space is not allocated. Right? But whenever we have to choose the char data type, so this space is wasted. So that is the difference between char and varchar. So char is act as a static data type, varchar is act as a dynamic data type. So in this char space is wasted, but varchar space does not waste. So this is the basic difference between char and varchar. So now move to next one. Next data type, date data types. Date data types. So here we have three data types available. First one is date, second one is time, and the third one is date time. Okay, totally here we have three types of date data types available. First one is date, second one is time, third one is date time. So here, so date, it can store year, month, day. Okay. In SQL Server, the default date format is year, month, or day. So the next one is the time. So it can take hours, it can take minutes, it can take seconds. So after that, date time. So it is the combination of both date and time. Year, month, date, and space, hours, minutes, seconds. Okay. So this is regarding about date data types. Okay. So majorly we are using these three data types only. In SQL Server, we are using these three data types. First one is numeric data type or number data types. So here we have different kinds of number data types available. Tiny int, small int, big int, money, decimal, and real. And here string data types are separated into two types: non-Unicode data type and Unicode data type. So in Unicode data type, we have char, varchar, varchar of max text. In non-Unicode Unicode data type, mchar, n varchar, n text. And here date data types, date, time, date time. So this is the regarding about data types in SQL Server.